everyone, Amanda here from Scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Today we're going to make just a really straightforward, cute, sweet treat for Christmas. Great for gifts, great for gifts to send to school for your children, great for craft fairs, great for anything, just for fun. Also, you could make these, you could have them as table favours, you could hang them on the tree, lots and lots of ideas. So we're starting with a piece of cardstock. I think this is, let me remember myself what colour it is. I think it's Poppy Parade. Okay, and this measures 7.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So on the short side, first of all, we're going to score it at 1.5. And I will just say that if you work in centimetres, if you just go on a Google search, you'll very easily find a converter. I do work in inches. I often get asked why on earth I do. That's just how I was taught. Okay, so that's just easier on my brain. So we've scored there at 1.5 inches, and then on the long side we're going to start scoring, and we're going to score first of all at 1/2 inch, and then we're going to score at 2 inches, 4 inches, and 5.5. Okay, and that's all we need to do. Oh, my blade's falling out. I'll leave these measurements over on my blog. If they're not there immediately when you're watching this video, they'll be, I don't know how I'm putting that back on there now. They will be on there at some point later. During the day, it just depends if I've got it done before I've gone to work or not. Okay, so we're going to fold and burnish all of those score lines. Alright, and we just need to make some little cuts. Let me just grab my stamping snips, which are my favourite, and the reason they're my favourite is because they are so sharp. We've got these precision tips here, so you're always cutting accurate every time you use them. They are my absolute favourite. So on the bottom here you've got the 1/2 inch, and you've got a section here which is 1.5, and the top section is 2. So the smaller section here is going to be the bottom. We're creating like a little box, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut that bottom 1/2 inch rectangle away because we don't need that, and then what's remaining, this slot here, is going to be what attaches our box together like so. So we're just going to very gently notch those so that they don't protrude when we put our box together. Alright, and that what we want to do is on these bottom section, again these measure 1.5 inches, the top measures 2 inches, so you know which is which. And you just want to cut up those score lines to create flaps. Very simple and very straightforward. We're then going to line it with DSP. I've pre-cut mine to save time, but I'll give you the measurements. Okay, so for the sides there, they need to measure 1 3/8 by 1 7/8, and then the front and the back panel, these are 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. Okay, and this is from the Let It Snow paper. Wants to go that way, and that wants to go that way, just so that it runs right. Let me just check. That one doesn't run concurrent, but never mind, we're not bothered. Alright, so I'm going to glue these on first and just give our box a bit of a lining. Okay. I love just little quick ideas like this, and you can get 2 of these from a sheet of A4 because they're only little, and then you'll have a little bit of cardstock left over to do your sentiment or make a little gift tag if you so desire. Alright, let me just get that on there, and then I'll show you how we're going to decorate this with some more of this lovely paper. I absolutely love it. I think the colours are fun and bright, just perfect for Christmas. I will say that the Christmassy stock for Stampin' Up this year has just flown out. So if there's something that you want, don't dilly-dally. Don't dilly-dally. And there is no more sales, with no Black Friday sale coming. There's no more reductions that I'm aware of coming between now and Christmas, unless they surprise us with something. So if there's something you want, go and grab it. Okay, don't hang about. And then you can get all your Christmassy stuff finished. Right, so that's that done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to attach my box together. I'm going to use tear tape here. So I put some on this section here first. Okay, and get that off really quickly. And then I'm going to show you, if you stay to the end, I'm going to show you what we're going to put in this box. Okay, I'll show you what I've done in a frugal way. So it's a very frugal little gift, so make sure you do stay to the end. Don't be disappearing on me. Right, so that's the back. So we fold one down, fold the back in, and then we just need glue on just one of the flaps and it will hold. You know, we're not carrying bricks, it's just a sweet treat. You don't need to worry. Alright, get off. Alright. And just, so we've got a nice little sturdy little box there. And I'm calling it a Christmas crate because just to make it sound a little bit better than a box. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create two little handles. So I'm going to use some of the paper that I've got left over. Let me grab my trimmer back. And I don't know how long these handles need to be. I'm just eyeballing it. I'm going to do, what am I going to do? Half an inch. I'll probably do about half an inch. Yep, I'll do half an inch. I'll cut two at half an inch. So I'm using the half an inch at the other side of my trimmer there. I'm just going to put that there because my piece of paper is quite thin. I don't want it to slide about. Alright, so I've got two half-inch strips here. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to curve them slightly just to help me out. I may well chop these, and what I will say is, on this bit, chop them to eye. So we're going to get the strip like so, we're going to just bend it like that to make a little handle. Okay, in fact I'm going to do it, do I want to do it the other way? Do I want to do it that way? Let me see. Don't know which, yeah, like that. Alright, so to me that looks a little bit long, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop a bit off until I'm happy with the look of it. I only want short little handles. Yeah, I like that. So when I'm happy with the length of it, I'll put the other one next to it and I'll cut them so that they're the same. You might want your handles a little bit longer. You know, cut them till you feel comfortable. I'll tell you what I've cut mine, what mine have ended up at. These have ended up at 3 1/4, so half an inch by 3 1/4. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach them with a little bit of red line tape, just because it's that little bit sturdier. So a little bit on there. Alrighty. And on the other one, and then we'll do the other side quick as I can, and then I'll show you what we're going to do to decorate the front. And we're going to use the Snowman season, but I'm going to show you a really quick trick. Okay, you may well have seen it before if you follow Stampin' Up, but the Snowman season comes as a bundle with the coordinating punch. Okay, but I haven't got time for loads of stamping. We're going to pretend we haven't got time to stamp, and I'm going to show you a really alternative, fun way of using that punch. So I'm lining those up there, one there and the other one there. If I use the lines in the paper, that'll help me get it straight. So that's one handle at one side of my little Christmas crate. It's not a box, it's a Christmas crate. And then the other one, where have I gone down to the first white line? Okay, so one there. And then we're just going to twist it around and put one there. So we've got two fun little handles each side of there. Alright, so a quick way. So we've got the beautiful paper that goes with the snowman season. I got mine in a paper share. And what we can do is we can use the punch to punch that snowman out. Alright, so that we've got that nice glitter. We could just stamp him and colour him in and have him that way, but I want that glitter. Okay, so I'm going to punch him out and it will leave the arms, a spare nose and a hat. Okay, don't let them disappear. Now what you could do at this stage is you could stamp the hat. I'm not going to, I'm going to use what I've got here. Okay, and I'm just gonna YOLO it, as the saying goes. And I'm going to have him with a green hat. So all I've done, in fact I might have him with a red hat. So all I've done is I'm using the little bits that I've punched out on the DSP there. And I'm going to turn them over and I'm going to use them. I'm not going to waste them. So let's put him a hat on. Okay, and just wait for that to dry. And who says he can't have red arms? He can if we want. We can have what we want. Okay, but if red arms really disturb you, alright, I think it might look a bit weird. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get a brown marker pen. What's this? Soft suede. And on the green side we can just colour those so that they're a bit more of a kind of twig colour. Alright. Super simple. No wasting. Oops, knocking everything over. Alright, colour those in, there we go. And then we're just going to glue these onto his body, if we can, if it'll let me. So one there. It's not always the easiest to glue onto glitter. But if you just be patient, it will dry and it will stay. Watch his arms fall off now I've said that. If you just leave it to dry, it will stick. Absolutely, without a doubt. Then we've got his other arm there. Okay. Let me just give that a minute. And that will dry. Alright, and then what we can do is we can bob him on the front of our box as our embellishment. Let's put some glue on him. Alright. And we can stick him on there like so. And leave him to dry. Okay. Just be careful. Then that will dry and that sticks on there very, very easily. Really cute. So I'm going to do a really quick, I think I might just make a quick tag. So I'm going to use the to and from, I think. Let me find that. To and from. And what I think I'm going to do actually, I think I might utilise one of these that I've already, they're a bit big, aren't they? I've already made these. Let's have a see. But they might be a little bit big. Okay. We'll do our to and from. So let's put that there and then I'll get some black ink. And I'll make myself a little teeny weeny tag. Okay. Alright. And then I'm just going to trim that out. It's about as straight as an bobbin art. Okay, and I'm just going to angle off them corners to make it look tag shaped. This is the fun bit. You can get to decorate. You can do what you want. I want it to be similar on that side. Okay, it's off a bit, let's trim that, there we go. Alright, so I've got my little tag there. So what I can do as well is I just want some little stitch. I'm just using my ballpoint pen, my writing pen, just from the side of my desk here, because sometimes the markers for tiny little things, if you want to do in a stitched edge, can be a little bit, the nib's a little bit big, so you can just write on there. Okay, there we go. Alright, so then if I just get my hole punch and just make a little hole in there, and then I'll go and find some Christmassy string, made myself a little tag. Let's have a see if I've got some string. I'll just use this because I know it's nice and thin. Oh, in fact I could use some of this, couldn't I? I've got some, I think I'd quite prefer white, to be honest. So let me just pinch some of this from my white flax ribbon. Just pull, oh, that's not long enough. It's not long enough, we'll stick with this. That didn't work, I'll stick with this. I'll cut myself a piece of that for now. So what we're going to put in here, alright, so I've got some sweet treats here, and this is a card cello bag. It's a 4x4 one. You can use anything, alright, use absolutely anything you want, it doesn't matter. And what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to cut the top off. I mean, you can get purpose-made treat bags. I'll just use anything, me. Whatever I've got to hand, I'll use. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just, because my bag's a wee bit big, I'm just going to fold it around the back there. Just hold it with a little bit of sellotape. Alright. And then I'm going to use some of this lovely Christmassy ribbon. What's it called? I can never remember the names of everything. Don't know, what's it called? Diagonal stripe ribbon. There you go, that's what it's called. Alright, so I'm going to tie that. Let me just cut myself some. Move that out of the way. And I want it with the white side showing. Let's get that tied off. Just fiddle about with it until you get it right. Probably could have managed a taller bag there, but not to worry, we'll fan it out a bit. Okay, just fan that cello out, and then we'll tie it in a bow, which will probably look like a dog's dinner. I'm not very good at bows to order. I like a little bit of practice time, if I'm honest. Oh, that's not too bad. I've not done too bad there. That's a lovely ribbon, it's quite forgiving. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim my little parcel there to make those ribbons just a tad shorter. Alright, and then that will just fit nicely inside there. And here I've got mini Smarties, I've got a pack of Tic Tacs, and then I've got 2 chews either side. So it can hold quite a bit. Alright, and that will go in there like so. Alright, so you've got your cute little sweet treat Christmas crate, and then we're just going to put the little tag on, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it to the handle. So it's just a little tag that I've just made from a bit of scrap card. I've used the to and from in the stamp set, and I'm just going to loosely tie that to the handle with some of this, whatever it is, this random linen thread stuff. You could use anything really, doesn't matter. Okay, just make those bows a little bit smaller and then trim that off, and you're good to go. I think that's really cute. See how cute that is? So that is your little Christmas crate with your snowman and your sweeties and your handmade little tag. I hope you'll give that a try. Really, really cute. Don't forget you can get 2 out of an A4 sheet of cardstock with some spare. So go and give it a try. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.